course not. You were the wonderful fairy prince. You must have adored it, Gerald. Right, I did. For a time. Nearly any man would have done. That's probably the best thing you've said tonight. At least it's honest. Did you go and see her every night? No. I wasn't telling you a complete lie when I said I'd been very busy at the works all that time. We were very busy. But of course, I did see a good deal of her. I don't think we want any further details of this disgusting affair. I do. And anyway, we haven't had any details yet. And you're not going to have any. You know, it wasn't disgusting. It's disgusting to me. Yes, but after all, you didn't come into this, did you, Mother? Is there anything else you want to know that you ought to know? Yes. When did this affair end? I can tell you exactly. In the first week of September. I had to go away for several weeks then on business, and by that time Daisy knew it was coming to an end. So I broke it off definitely before I went. How did she take it? Better than I'd hoped. She was very gallant about it. That was nice for you. No, it wasn't. She told me she'd been happier than she'd ever been before, but that she knew it couldn't last and hadn't expected it to last. She didn't blame me at all. I wish to God she had now. Perhaps I'd feel better about it. And she had to move out of those rooms. Yes, we'd agreed about that. She'd saved a little money during the summer. She'd lived very economically on what I'd allowed her, and I didn't want to take any more money from me. But I insisted on a parting gift of enough money, though it wasn't so very much, to see her through to the end of the year. Did she tell you what she proposed to do after you left her? No, she refused to talk about it. I got the idea once or twice from what she said that she thought about leaving Bromley. Whether she did or not, I don't know. Did she? Yes. She went away for about 2 months to some seaside place. By herself? Yes. I think she went away to be alone, to be quiet, to remember all that had happened between you. How do you know that? She kept a rough sort of diary, and she said there that she had to go away and be quiet and remember, just to make it last longer. She felt that there'd never be anything as good again for her, so she had to make it last longer. I see. Well, I never saw her again, and that's all that I can tell you. It's all I want to know from you. In that case, as I'm rather more upset by this business than I appear to be, and well, I'd like to be alone for a while. I'd be glad if you'd let me go. Go where? Home? No, just to go out, walk around for a bit, for a while, if you don't mind. I'll come back. All right, Mr. Croft. But just in case you forget, or decide not to come back, Gerald, I think you'd better take this with you. She hands him the ring. I see. I was expecting this. I don't dislike you as I did half an hour ago, Gerald. In fact, in some way, I rather respect you more than I've ever done before. I knew this anyhow, that you were lying about those months last year when you hardly came near me. I knew there was something fishy about that time. And now at least you've been honest. And I believe what you told us about the way you helped her at first, just out of pity. And it was my fault really that she was so desperate when you first met her. But this has made a difference. You and I aren't the same people who sat down to dinner here. We have to start over, getting to know each other. Now, Sheila, I'm not defending him, but you must understand that a lot of young men don't interfere, Father. Gerald knows what I mean, and you apparently don't. Yes, I know what you mean. I'm coming back, if I may. All right. Well, really? I don't know. I think we've just about come to an end of this wretched business. I don't think so. Excuse me. He goes out, and they watch him go in silence. We hear the front door slam. You know, you never showed him that photograph of her. No, it wasn't necessary. And I thought it better not to. You have a photograph of this girl? Yes. I think you'd better look at it. I don't see any particular reason why I should. Probably not. But you'd better look at it. Very well. He produces the photograph, and she looks hard at it. Inspector taking back the photograph. You recognise her? No. Why should I? Of course she might have changed lately, but I can't believe she would have changed so much. I don't understand you, Inspector. You mean you don't choose to, Mrs. Burley? I meant what I said. You're not telling me the truth. I beg your pardon. Look here, I'm not going to have this, Inspector. You apologise at once. Apologise for what? Doing my duty? No, for being so offensive about it. I'm a public man. Public men, Mr. Burling, have responsibilities as well as privileges. Possibly. But you weren't asked to come here tonight to talk to me about my responsibilities. Let's hope not, though I'm beginning to wonder. Does that mean anything, Sheila? It means we've got no excuse now for putting on airs. If we've any sense, we won't try. Father threw this girl out because she asked for decent wages. And I went and pushed her further out, right into the street, just because I was angry and she was pretty. Gerald set her up as his mistress and then dropped her when it suited him. And now you're pretending you don't recognise her from the photograph. I admit, I don't know why you should, but I jolly well know that you in fact recognised her from the way you looked. And if you're not telling the truth, why should the inspector apologise? And can't you see, both of you, you're making it worse? That was the door again. Gerald must have come back. Unless your son has just gone out. I see. Mrs. Birding, you're a member, a prominent member of the Brumley Women's Charity Organisation, aren't you? Go on, Papa. You might as well admit it. Yes, she is. Why? It's an organisation to which women in distress can appeal for help in various forms. Isn't that so? Yes. I've done a great deal of useful work in helping deserving cases. There was a meeting of the interviewing panel, the interviewing committee 2 weeks ago. I dare say there was. You know very well there was, Mrs. Burling. You were in the chair. And if I was, what business is it of yours? Do you want me to tell you in plain words? Oh, that must have been Eric. Have you been up to his room? Yes, and I've called out on both landings. It must have been Eric we heard go out then. Silly boy. Where can he have gone to? I can't imagine. He was in one of his excitable, queer moods. And even though we don't need him here, we do need him here. And if he's not back soon, I shall have to go and find him. Burling and Mrs. Burling exchange bewildered and rather frightened glances. He's probably just gone to cool off. He'll be back soon. I hope so. And why should you hope so? I'll explain when you've answered my questions, Mrs. Burling. Is there any reason why my wife should answer questions from you, Inspector? Yes, a very good reason. You'll remember what Mr. Croft told us, quite truthfully, I believe, that he hadn't spoken or seen Eva Smith since last September. But Mrs. Burling spoke to her and saw her only 2 weeks ago. Mother, is this true? Yes, quite true. She appealed to your organisation for help. Yes. Nor does Eva Smith. No, nor has Daisy Renton. As what then?